Leaked interrogation footage exposes the truth behind Yu Menglong's case. What if everything you thought you knew was a lie? What if Yu Menglong's death wasn't an accident? Not even a tragedy. But a message, one written in silence, covered in fear, and buried by power? Because tonight, for the first time, the leaked interrogation footage that was never meant to see daylight has surfaced. And in it lies the truth the world was never supposed to hear. Hold on tight, K-drama family, because this journey is only just beginning. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. The revelations, the emotions, the moments that will change everything. The video that shook an entire nation. It begins in a cold, gray room. A single table. A flickering fluorescent light overhead. And one man, trembling, sweating, eyes hollow with fear. Yu Menglong's former manager. The last person who saw him alive. For months, this footage was classified, sealed under ongoing investigation. But someone leaked it. And now, the entire world is watching. Every frame. Every word. Every horrifying second. The first 5 minutes. The footage opens with the sound of papers shuffling. An officer's voice cuts through the silence. You knew about the meeting that night. You arranged it. Tell us who else was there. The manager's voice quivers. I didn't mean for it to go that far. Another officer leans forward, his tone cold. Go that far? You mean the fall? The death? You call that an accident? The manager covers his face. His hands shake violently. He mutters something under his breath, something the microphones barely pick up. But when enhanced, the audio reveals 3 chilling words. They planned it. They planned it. From that moment on, the interrogation room becomes a war zone of truth and denial. Investigators press harder, demanding names. The manager resists, pacing back and forth, whispering to himself. Then suddenly, he blurts out. It was supposed to scare him. Just to make him stop. Stop what? One officer shouts. And that's when he says it, the revelation that changes everything. He was going to expose them. He had proof. Videos. Documents. He said he'd go public the next week. The officers freeze. The room goes quiet. You can almost hear the weight of those words sinking in. The secret he died for. The leaked footage confirms what many suspected but couldn't prove. Yu Menglong had uncovered something enormous. A hidden network of corruption linking top executives, powerful producers, and political figures inside the entertainment industry. He wasn't paranoid. He was preparing to reveal it. But someone got to him first. And now, this footage, this one recording, is blowing that secret wide open. The unseen hand. Midway through the footage, the manager grows desperate. He looks toward the corner of the room, where the surveillance camera hangs, and whispers. They're watching even now. I shouldn't be talking. He refuses to name names. But then an officer places a file in front of him, photos, emails, bank transfers. We already know who they are, the officer says. We just need you to confirm. The manager slams his fist on the table. You don't understand. If I speak, I die. They'll come for all of us. He breaks down. Sobbing uncontrollably. Muttering over and over again. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. The moment the lights go out. At 14 minutes, something strange happens. The lights flicker. A loud noise echoes outside the interrogation room. The camera shakes. An officer rushes to the door. Then, blackout. For 27 seconds, the video goes completely dark. When the image returns, the chair is empty. The manager is gone. And the timestamp has been erased. The cover-up. Experts who reviewed the footage confirmed signs of digital tampering, missing frames, altered metadata, and time gaps. Whatever happened during those 27 seconds was deliberately hidden. Soon after, official reports claimed the manager had been transferred to another facility. But that facility later denied ever receiving him. He simply vanished. No trace. No explanation. Just gone. And with him, the names he was about to reveal. The public outcry. When the footage hit the internet, chaos erupted. Hashtags flooded every major platform. Fans, journalists, and celebrities demanded transparency. Protests formed outside the Justice Ministry, people holding candles and signs that read, "We won't be silenced. Truth for Yu Menglong." Across Asia, the phrase "they planned it" became a haunting symbol, a rallying cry for truth in a world that thrives on secrets. The evidence they can't erase. Forensics teams have confirmed the audio is genuine. The voice on that tape belongs to Yu Menglong's manager. And his words are now official evidence in a reopened case. But insiders warn that this is only the beginning. Because if this footage exists, then somewhere out there, so does the missing part 2, the continuation that might show what truly happened in those final, blacked-out moments. The question that remains. Who were they? Who had the power to silence witnesses, erase footage, and rewrite history? And why did Yu Menglong's truth scare them so much? One thing is clear. The story the world was told, the version we were meant to believe, is falling apart. And from the ruins, a darker truth is rising. The last moment on camera. Before the blackout, the manager was visibly terrified. His hands shook, his eyes darted between the interrogators and the camera lens, as if sensing someone, or something, was watching. Investigators had pressed too far. And moments before the lights cut out, he whispered the final words ever recorded on that tape. "They're here." Then the room went dark. The security footage they missed. Days after the footage leaked, independent journalists obtained additional recordings from a hallway surveillance camera, a camera the official report never mentioned. At precisely 2:43 a.m., the feed shows 3 unmarked men entering the facility. They wear black caps and face masks. One carries a duffel bag. Another carries what appears to be a hard drive. At 2:46 a.m., power to the entire floor is cut. And at 2:47, the time the interrogation room went dark, the men are seen leaving with someone between them. Someone with his hands bound. That was the last time anyone saw Yu Menglong's manager alive. The operation that never existed. When journalists asked for access to visitor logs, officials responded coldly. No such individuals entered that night. But digital entry data later recovered from the security system tells a different story. 3 IDs were used to access the restricted area, all belonging to agents who, according to the government database, were already dead. That's when the whispers began. Rumors of a covert cleanup team. An unofficial unit designed to silence problem cases. Their existence has never been confirmed. But their signature is unmistakable: power outages, missing files, vanished witnesses. And this time, they struck in plain sight. The world demands answers. After the second leak, protests reignited across Asia. People held up photos of Yu Menglong and his manager, side by side, 2 men on opposite sides of the same truth. Documentaries, petitions, and independent investigations have begun resurfacing what was buried. And for the first time, officials are being forced to respond. But every time one question is answered, 2 more emerge. Who are they? Where is the woman who still holds the second copy? And what did Yu Menglong discover that was worth killing for? The lights went out for 27 seconds. In that darkness, a man disappeared. But the truth never did. Because in every frame of that footage, in every whisper of fear, in every trembling confession, his name still echoes. Yu Menglong didn't die in silence. He left behind a storm. And now, that storm is breaking.